Actually, Cell doesn't just drink their insides, he liquefies their insides, drinks that, and then liquefies their flesh to eat them. It's not just their insides, that's why clothes are just left, and there's not a human skin flapping around. Also, his dick is his mouth. Next, we will be watching Cell versus Metal Sonic, Dragon Ball Z versus Sonic the Hedgehog by Death Battle. Make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment in the doodly-doo. Let's get into this. Devil Artemis voices both? Wait, what? Wait, what? Metal Sonic and Cell by Devil Artemis. Awesome. Let's do this thing. Boop. Oh. Fight!
Cell versus Metal Sonic.
Which copycat android is truly the superior model?
Okay, I was gonna fight on Cell being a copycat android, but you know what? Yeah, he is. He kind of is. But he's more of an amalgam. I don't know, man. I see this. I see what you mean. But I'm sorry. I'm the Dragon Ball nerd. I'll try not to make it too much of a problem.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze
so.
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Death battle! Boom!
There's a monster stalking Gingertown.
Yes!
No one who's seen it has lived to tell the tale. All it left behind was their clothes.
Exactly, Cook.
Something ate these people's insides, leaving only a shadow behind.
Some kind of creature driven only by the need to feed.
Actually, I probably won't do this too many times. I just like to do it. Actually, Cell doesn't just drink their insides. He liquefies their insides, drinks that, and then liquefies their flesh to eat them. It's not just their insides. That's why clothes are just left, and there's not a human skin flapping around. Actually, anyways.
Earth's new apex predator.
Sorry, I won't do that too many times.
Ultimate life form.
The Namekian Piccolo went to investigate this manslayer and discovered that it was intelligent. Its tail could unravel to absorb its hapless victims.
Yeah,
and add their energy to its wretched gestalt.
So they get his booty.
Nightmare was only just beginning.
Yes, he eats them with his ass. He turns tables. Honestly, I'm proud of him. Also, his dick is his mouth. Keep an eye out for, especially this form, his dick is his mouth. It's just a thing. Look at his face, look at his dick. Same thing. His dick is his mouth. He eats you with his ass. It's imperfect Cell. He's imperfect, okay?
Because for its last trick, somehow
wouldn't that be his tail?
Freak of nature
Kinda?
knew the Kamehameha.
The mystery of this creature's origin was decades in the making.
But that's
Years
Yamcha's
ago,
move!
the world was terrorized by the most advanced paramilitary organization in history, the Red Ribbon Army.
Until they got rocked by this little kung fu gremlin, Son Goku.
But Red Ribbon's dream of revenge lived on within their head scientist, Dr. Gero.
Hiding away in his spooky cave labyrinth.
Fun fact, Gero is actually supposed to be Garo, and it's supposed to be the sound of getting vomiting. All of that family, of Dr. Gero's family, names are puns on sound effects for vomiting, including Android 21, who, is that hot, Majin Buu lady, is based off of his wife, who was also, I forget her name, but, it's Vommy. Yes, Dr. Vommy. Her name was Vommy in originally. So it was Dr. Vommy and Garo. So it was the automatopoeia for throwing up, married to a woman who was named Vommy. I can't remember what their son was named. Can anyone check me? What's the name of their son? For sure, DNA copying day shouldn't be able to use other people's learned attacks. Okay, so he is an android too. So they copied their DNA so that they had the capability of doing certain things, but then he also was programmed with all the combat data, which is also now how he knows how to fight and stuff like that. So Dr. Gero also gave him all of the knowledge that he'd observed by having his own little nanodroids watching Goku and others fighting things. I know in TFS they say that it was that the drones were destroyed in the Saiyan attack, but I can't remember if that's actually canon to Dragon Ball or not. Sometimes I forget what's just a bridge canon, what's not. What a line. I know I was referencing TFS. I'm sorry, I'm stealing a joke. Yeah, he had a wife. That's who Android 21 is based off of. By Infinity Potion, yeah, no, he had a wife and a son, and, I think canonically Goku didn't kill his son, but I do love that I did like a TFS saying that was why his son died, but I think canonically his son died to a disease or something, but, it works so much better if otherwise. Android 20. Oh, isn't it 20 or is it 21? Everyone, even Lumi.
Zero would go to work studying
yes,
the Z fighters from afar, learning everything there was to know about them.
Like 21.
Building a series of androids that would destroy his spiky-haired nemesis once and for all.
He made a ton of them. Infinite energy androids, key-absorbing androids, trucker head androids, and
Android. Forgot the number. Android 14, 13. I'm Android 13. Look at my trucker hat. Sorry, I had to do it.
Ginger Android.
16,
However,
the ginger one is their
Jiro's
son.
creations were capable of matching that drive to improve that Goku and his fellow martial artists possessed.
20 was
Luckily,
Jiro,
he
21 was
had one more
okay.
android
Yes.
left. A cute little booger so complex he'd take years after Jiro's death to complete. Its name was Cell.
Born from a single cell.
Wait. What is... So Cell doesn't actually have a number. Wait, maybe he does. Because Cell names himself. What is Cell's actual official classification? Is he like... Because if it can't be 21... So is he Android 22? Or are they just going to keep that open so they can add more androids? Was Android 13... Super... What was Trucker Hat? Was he 14th? I'm stuck at numbers. Cell does not have a number. He is created separately from the number ones. Oh, okay. He's a bio android, so he's like Android 1A. Or 1B, I guess? Bio 1? B1? I don't know. Anyways, 13. Okay, this is 13. Okay, I'm bad with numbers.
This android possessed the genetic information of all the greatest warriors that had battled on Earth, and, when fully evolved, would become unstoppable.
And with their DNA, Cell absorbed all their powers and techniques too.
Common among all of them is the power to manipulate ki, or the energy that exists in all living things, and weaponize it to fire energy blasts, fly at faster than light speeds, move things with telekinesis.
Okay, legitimately though, I want ki control. Like, I like that. Like, if you like said, hey, do you want ki control or Superman's powers? I would choose ki control because I love the challenge of learning to control it and practice it. And I want to like be able to be creative and like have all that fun with like that. Because Superman, like, he's just like too powerful from the start. Like, you can get stronger as Superman, but like, it kind of feels redundant. But with like ki control, like if you have... I'm trying to clean my glasses. If you have ki control, you can be more creative. You can actually work for it. And I don't know, it's more fun for me in that way. Sorry, that's just my thought. Sorry.
Force fields.
From the humans, Krillin and Tien, Cell knows the multiform technique, Destructo Disc, and
Goku
the
knows that too.
Tri-Beam, his extra special favorite. Oh, weird, I'm not seeing Chaozu on this list. Sorry, bud.
Or
Yamcha.
Chaozu human?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes,
Cell
technically.
can fire the Death Beam, as well as breathe in and travel through the vacuum of space with the alien genes of Frieza and his father.
And because he's got Piccolo's DNA, Cell can regenerate humongous damage to his body at the cost of some ki.
Cell has survived having half his body vaporized multiple times, and
Exactly,
cannot be
Stale
destroyed
Fell.
unless the small cluster of cells at the core of his being is eradicated.
Should
Yeah,
that
that's
little
gonna be a
bugger
problem.
survive, Cell will always return, even stronger than before,
Yep.
because of the Saiyan DNA
Yep.
he got from Goku and Vegeta.
Yep.
Definitely the cream of the genetic crop.
Also,
Sure.
doesn't he have cells from Raditz too, technically? I'm pretty sure he does have Raditz DNA too, and Nappa. So it's not just Goku and Vegeta. I think he has Nappa and Raditz in there too, because, like, you know, those are big threats. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember if there's actually a list of, like, all the DNA that's made to use Cell, but I could have sworn that Raditz and Nappa were part of it too, but I don't know.
He can
Stupid
perfectly
Senkai-
replicate
Senkai
attacks
booster
like the
insane.
Gallic Gun, Spirit Bomb, and of course Kamehameha, as well as teleport by
Yeah, I
locking
remember
onto a
Android
living
8 from
being's
Dragon Ball
key
1.
signature.
But
He was
the
so
best
cool.
part
I
of
like
being a
Android
Saiyan
8.
is how much crazy stronger they get every time they almost die.
They can even
Yeah.
evolve to become orders of magnitude stronger in the midst of battle. Combine that with Cell's healing
Senkai boosts are
factor,
insane.
and he is effectively the ultimate warrior.
Like a perpetual
doesn't have
shonen
Raditz?
motion
Oh.
machine.
Driven by
think
a
he does have Nappa,
biological
though.
imperative, Cell wanted nothing more than to devour Jiro's previous androids, 17 and 18, believing it would make him
18.
perfect.
Only one problem. The Cell we know was born in the future, and both 17 and 18 had been destroyed. So
Oh, yeah.
he murdered Trunks and went back in time. Not our Trunks.
I do love that canonically Krillin killed Cell too. You know, canonically Krillin did kill Cell, just not that Cell. You know what I mean? Krillin did get the W on Cell. In terms of big bads that he has beaten, he has beaten Cell, technically.
Future Trunks. Well, not future Trunks, but another future
Goku,
Trunks.
Vegeta,
It's
Piccolo,
very
Frieza, and King
complicated.
Cold.
There's
Oh,
like 5
okay.
timelines.
As Cell defeated and absorbed the androids, he
I killed
evolved,
Cell!
not only getting stronger, but changing his personality
Time travel
and
shenanigans.
developing a lust for battle.
He became less creepy bug serial killer and more,
So true,
well, Saiyan. After exploiting that very Saiyan arrogance and warrior's pride, Cell finally became perfect.
And easily dominated Trunks and Vegeta, the latter of whom had decades of battle experience under his belt.
Perfect Cell's power was off the charts. He could threaten the whole Earth just by powering up. With a full power Kamehameha, he was even capable of destroying our entire solar system.
While the vast majority of our solar system's mass is located in the sun, this still means that Cell's ki wave would have to reach 2.8 billion miles to eradicate every planet.
But Wiz, maybe he was just exaggerating.
Not likely. Cell's claim has been backed up in multiple guidebooks, and
yeah. I mean, the guidebooks are sometimes, hey, look, Lumi's home. Hi, what? Okay. No, I'm not putting shit back on this or anything like that. I'm a little bit worried for Metal Sonic. I legitimately don't know. I don't know how strong Metal Sonic is, but I'm worried. I'm worried. Perfect Cell's kind of broken, if I'm being honest. And if Metal Sonic doesn't like fully like double tap him, get the core, then even if Metal Sonic can beat Cell as he is, can they beat Perfecter Cell, Super Perfecter Cell, and like, you'll see.
Outright in the video game.
Metal Sonic's
Cell's
broken.
even stronger in the anime adaptation, considering the time Frieza blew up Namek. In the anime, the explosion was literally hundreds of light years wide and lit up the friggin' galaxy.
And Cell was far stronger than Frieza was at that point in time.
Hell, the Namekians could sense him all the way from a different galaxy and thought he might be a threat to the whole universe.
He's also incredibly fast, capable of blitzing even the strongest Z fighters at the time. Goku flew from Grand Kai's planet to heaven all the way to hell, hundreds of billions of light years in half a minute. And that was in his base form.
Yeah, that's cool, but how about the power to squeeze Mini Cell Juniors out of your butt? What? Never heard of that key technique? Call it the Kegel.
Perfect Cell was entirely without peer and, no longer wedded to Giro's petty grudge, decided to prove it with a tournament.
The Cell Game!
What channel?
And if Goku couldn't even beat him, what hope did anyone else have? Vegeta couldn't even handle a Cell Jr.
Their last hope was Goku's own son, Gohan.
After Cell arrogantly let him power up, Gohan unleashed his rage, pushed the bug monster to his absolute limits, and then beat him. Wow, Cell, you really are related to Vegeta, aren't you?
In truth, Cell was a victim of his own success. The same Saiyan genes that made him all-powerful also sowed the seeds of his defeat.
He got so mad, he even blew himself up.
I'm really glad that I can just make random DBZA references here and everyone gets them, or most people get them, and I'm pretty sure the comments do too. So Goku then. Shut up! I love making Dragon Ball Z Abridged references. I love Team 4-Star. Oh, what channel? It's so funny, Slow slapped Hercule saying they know. Just backhanded him into a mountain, which I mean, by all metrics, the fact that Mr. Satan Hercule survived getting backhanded by Cell shows that, you know, Mr. Satan, as weak as he is in context, he's actually pretty strong. Like, if it wasn't for all of the like superhuman nonsense going on around him, he would actually be ridiculously strong, you know? Roshi, what the fuck? He said, well, I'm using it. All these squares make a circle. Why is this one still green? I love Team 4-Star. Sorry. I'm not trying to go too far on this because I know in previous death battles I've nerded out a teeny bit too much where it's become unmanageable for even me. But I'm a Dragon Ball nerd, okay? The spell game, sponsored by HeapTap, and it's trending. I love that Team 4-Star actually got that trending on Twitter when they actually released that episode. It was so good. I know I will nerd out, but I want to do other things today besides just nerd out, you know? Oh, these squares make a circle. Mr. Popo's amazing. Mr. Satan versus Dan Hibiki, I should.
Maybe he does have some Chaozu in him after all.
Even that wasn't enough to totally put him down, and he came back with the same Super Saiyan power-up that Gohan had just unlocked.
Super Perfect Cell.
Perfecter Cell.
In a battle for the ages, Cell put the entire weight of his...
Okay, I'm sorry, I paused again. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm Ernest, thanks for all. Perfecter Cell's better. I like Team 4-Star's names for the Super Saiyan forms and Cell forms. I like Perfecter Cell more than Super Perfect Cell, and I like Super Duper Saiyan and Super D-Duper Saiyan over Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. It's just better. I've started calling Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 Super Duper Saiyan and Super D-Duper Saiyan in my head. This is too funny. Anyways.
Biological programming against one lone
accurate,
Saiyan.
but tone it down.
It went the distance.
But in the end, it still wasn't enough. No matter how brilliantly Dr. Gero copied the Z Fighters, he still couldn't quite figure out their knack for going beyond.
What can be destroyed can always be rebuilt.
Okay.
All it takes to recreate the most
Cell Max
fearsome
is a different
warrior
person.
in the universe is one single cell.
Well, Cell Max is a different creature. It's completely different. It's weird
Hey,
and
real
bad.
quick, did you know Death Metal launched our own tabletop gaming channel? It's
Huh?
called The Nightly Brew.
Cool.
We're doing Dungeons and Dragons, Blood on the Clock Tower, and a bunch of other stuff. I'd love if you could check it out. We just finished our campaign through the old school Tomb of Horrors, the most infamous dungeon in D&D history. Here's a clip. You quadruple in size.
Huh?
Bump into multiple of the columns. There's no way you can fit in this room without touching
Which
columns.
is called Super Series
So
4?
you begin.
So if it's super, you're right, Articus. Let me see. Sorry, I'm interrupting this, but you should go and subscribe to this channel that they have. Okay, Super Saiyan, Super Duper Saiyan, Super D Duper Saiyan, Super D Duper Saiyan, Super D Duper, no, Super D Super Duper Saiyan, Super D Duper Saiyan, and Super Duper D, D's not Saiyan? I don't know, Let me hi Ivy. I'm gonna keep thinking about this. Circle back around. They're apparently interested in Alara. Alara? I saw, yes. I love Alara. She's awesome. Maximum Over Saiyan. You're right. We gotta take Tien's. We gotta take Tien's Red Jacket. It's Maximum Over Saiyan. And then Super Saiyan Blue. I don't know, actually. Super Saiyan Blue kind of fits already, you know? Oh.
Floating up.
This is my
into
last
the air.
character.
Primal Saiyan.
Giant balloon soot.
Oh, we
Drifts
inflated.
closer.
We inflated.
Demon face.
Mega Super Duper
When he
Saiyan.
gets just a couple feet away from the mouth,
Oh.
soot disappears.
You are Super Saiyan Blue. I am.
You were like, oh, this
I am based off
dungeon's
Super Saiyan
terrible.
Blue.
It's the most, like, everything.
I'm sorry to keep pausing in front of this ad. Okay, but my design is based off of Super Saiyan Blue, and like I was kind of looking at Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken because honestly that's my favorite form, and and so I've got a little bit of that. I'm definitely Dragon Ball inspired. I did some like some of my body and stuff like that, and some of my design based off of Kefla and Kefla, Caulifla, Kale from Dragon Ball Super. So yeah, no, I'm very much a Dragon Ball inspired character, honestly. I am a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta guy. Gogeta's awesome in Super Saiyan 4, it's so good. I'm sorry, I prefer Super Saiyan Evolved to Vegeta. Evolved to Vegeta. No, I 100%, I get that, Brad Marco, it's okay. He was constantly Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan form. Exactly. And I'm I don't know, the red, like, that's, like, you can tell like, Super Saiyan, the reason it's Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is because, like, the red eyes, like, I was trying to figure out how I want to do the color scheme, and I'm just like, I love the blue and red too much together. I need it. Channel, you see my question, let me, did I miss them? No, you have not. You have not. I have been doing my questions, but I haven't, I have not found the information I need yet. Anyways, Daima is a primal one, I agree. Yeah,
God,
100%.
it's the hardest thing, and I was like, we've got this, these other sessions. And then we hit this fucking room, and I am...
Yes, 100%,
I am
Kyle.
at my limit. I hate this with all of my being.
Go follow them. But Kyle's right. Sorry. Kyle's right. I'm based off of a star. Well, a stellar explosion, technically, a LuminusRed nova, the ghost girl from Danny Phantom, Amber Heart, and Super Saiyan Blue, and Super Saiyan Blue. That's in Dragon Ball Z. Like, that's what it is. Hey, Lumi, have you brought Chacha's new cup? I have! And if you're watching this on YouTube, and you are watching this on Twitch, you should, McLean, isn't Amber Heart? Oh, whatever. It's Amber from Danny Phantom. You should go and buy Chacha's Gamer Subs cup so that she can get her Gamer Subs flavor. I don't know. My friend is doing something cool, and I want to help her out. Apparently, Super Saiyan 4 is considered a demonic now. I've noticed that. Time
and again, the world and its cuddly forest critters were threatened by the evil and oval Dr. Ivo Eggman Robotnik.
And time and again, that same world and those same critters were saved by Sonic the Hedgehog. No matter how many robotic badniks the good doctor threw at his blue spiky nemesis, his schemes were always 6 spin jumps to the glowing wing spot away from getting cracked and scrambled.
But it wouldn't be over easy for Eggman. If he couldn't defeat the Blue Blur, he would make his own. Metal Sonic.
Well, 0 points on creativity for that name, but god Damn, he does look metal as hell.
They say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
I think so.
Eggman built Metal with more than enough blast processing to match his prototype.
Metal can zoom around at massively hypersonic speeds, fast enough to fly to nearby planets in seconds.
He's tougher than Eggman's standard equipment, some of which can survive black holes.
Metal can use all of Sonic's power-ups and even replicate his classic spin dash and light speed attack.
But he's got moves of his own.
He can attack with energy blast, fire a chest laser, surround himself in an electric aura, or an impenetrable force field.
By overloading his circuitry with energy, Metal can activate V maximum overdrive, quadrupling his acceleration and obliterating anything in his path, at the risk of self-destructing.
You'd think all that'd be enough to turn the rodent into roadkill, but it only took one showdown on Stardust Speedway to send Metal to the scrap heap.
On paper, Metal should be able to outmatch Sonic in every way, and yet he doesn't. For some reason, Eggman wasn't able to capture that ineffable quality that makes Sonic the fastest thing alive. Metal's defeats...
I'm really having to pay attention to this one because I don't know enough about the Sonic lore or Metal Sonic, so I'm really trying to imbibe this. Roger, yes, I know, trust me, I have rewatched the Dragon Ball Z commentary for DBZ Abridged so many times. It is my comfort show at this point. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling tired, I go to freaking the Dragon Ball Z Abridged commentary because I get an interesting information, and I also freaking, I also spent time, like, you get amazing information, cool insights into it, and then you get the original show at the same time. My headphones died. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Ivy. I only know that Metal Sonic exists, don't know the lore. Me neither, that's what I'm figuring out. We all are affirmed on Cell's theme song, so true, so true. Hey, Lumi, just got up, glad you didn't miss Persona. Well, welcome in, Queen. Yeah, you did not miss yet. We're just doing it. Their breakdown commentary jokes and the show is dope AF. It's so good. I miss Toyama, I know. Rest in peace, Toyama. You gave us a gift, honestly. Honestly, yeah, you gave us such a gift. Thank you so much. I hope you're resting in peace, honestly. He was a wonderful artist. Hey, Lumi, what did I miss? Me being a Dragon Ball nerd for approximately 20 minutes? I don't know.
The hands of Sonic and his friends sharpen his
time,
AI into a seething hatred of his rival and a burning desire to prove himself superior.
Yeah, well, when you're getting your supersized red ass handed to you by Charmy B, you know something's gone horribly wrong.
Metal's defeats gave him an existential crisis. If he was created to surpass Sonic and couldn't even manage that, what was he? Why should he exist?
Never one to admit defeat, Eggman took Metal back to the drawing board and birthed him anew.
This Neo Metal Sonic was, above all, far smarter.
Especially after he copied Eggman's intelligence and took over his empire. And I mean, literally copied. If Metal started as Sonic's copycat, why not hunt all of his furry friends down and copy them too?
Neo Metal Sonic is equipped with scanners in his optic receptors that can copy a person's biodata, giving him the ability to recreate all of their abilities in seconds.
Like the Sonic Boom, Knuckles' Hammer Punch, Tails' Magical Swiveling.
All of them? Just like Goku's organs, all of them? I now see a problem. I now see a problem with all of this. Wait, can he get a Zenkai boost? Wait, how would that work? This is Death Battle, Ivy. Can Metal Sonic get a Zenkai boost? How does that work? What classifies as being close to death as a robot? When you think about it, though, robots are just like us, but, you know, they have, like, veins. They have, like, circuitry instead of veins. I wonder if they dream of electric sheep. Dragon Ball Z Bridge reference. Sorry! Dragonic, thank you for the follow. Beep boop. But that bit was a liquid metal dripping from his hands, basically Sonic. Oh, Metal Virus, okay. Metal, we believe. I'm now a little bit scared. This scanning and copying abilities scares me a little bit. I'm wondering what his power source is, because maybe his power source can't keep up with Cell's key creation. Like, Cell should technically have infinite energy because he has both Android 18 and 17 inside of him, so he should have infinite energy. So hopefully there's like, this comes down to a energy battle. We'll see.
Asshole, and Big's ability to suck at fishing.
Metal isn't just learning their moves, he can replicate more esoteric powers like Silver Psychokinesis, manufacture Rouge's mechanical bat guards, or alter his very biology to copy Espio's chameleon invisibility. It's worth mentioning that biological data is a real scientific term, and can refer to molecular structures like the genome sequence within a living organism's DNA.
Yeah, his copying is so busted, it doesn't really matter that he's a robot made of metal.
Oh.
If you can do it, so can he.
Okay.
Only helps that he can shapeshift and regenerate his whole body from a puddle.
Likely by copying one of the mightiest beings on the planet, the god of destruction, Chaos.
Not the only chaos he's encountered.
By scanning the ultimate life form, Shadow the Hedgehog, he gained his ability to manipulate some of the most powerful artifacts in the universe.
Obama!
You mean the Chaos Emeralds?
Obama!
Yes, the emeralds contain an infinite wellspring of mystical power and life energy. With them, Metal can
Machine
perform
son.
Shadow's chaos control. He can teleport, warp, and distort space.
Okay, I'm
boost
now
his
scared for
speed,
Cell's
and
life.
stop time. And with either
Oh,
the
yeah.
Chaos Emeralds or Master
Oh, yeah.
Emerald, he can transform into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Okay, bye,
Completely
Cell.
invulnerable and completely golden. Super Neo Metal Sonic can move
God.
faster than light speeds and has the power to move.
Super Neo Metal Sonic. And we thought that Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was a mouthful. Gee. Oh, poor Cell. I like Cell. I wanted Cell to win. I mean, I didn't know anything. I didn't know enough about Metal Sonic, but I was really hopeful for Cell because I like Cell.
Continents.
The emeralds are inconceivably powerful. They've been used to fuel Eggman's Death Egg, which could obliterate star systems.
On their own, they can even create and destroy whole universes.
Other super
Excuse me?
characters like Sonic have battled and defeated beings like the Time Eater, who could destroy multiple dimensions and timelines in seconds. At their peak,
Sorry, I didn't know
three
you were
super
getting metal
hedgehogs have
exactly.
even fought Solaris, who nearly consumed Sonic's entire multiverse.
So Super Neo Metal Sonic should be just as powerful as any of them.
I love
though
that name.
He's got to be quick
love
because
that
all that
name.
power only lasts a short time.
The road to total domination was nearly at an end. After manipulating Sonic and friends and copying their abilities, Metal eventually combined their biodata with the mighty Egg Fleet and became Metal Overlord.
Jeez.
Complete with missiles, giant crystal projectiles, and the strength to match 3 supersonic heroes all by himself, Overlord is all-time final boss material.
And he knew it. His ego might as well have had its own health bar. Metal's drive to surpass his rival had morphed into the delusional belief that he was the original, and Sonic the loathsome copy.
A copy that Metal had finally outclassed. All the heroes Metal had gathered had to team up to take him down.
He may have stolen their abilities, but Metal never possessed the thing that made the Sonic heroes successful, their friendship and teamwork.
Oh, well, Cell's
how
fucked then.
cute. Gag. Probably.
Well, then Cell's freaking fucked then. Cell doesn't have any friends. He ate everyone he met and or killed them or tried to kill them. Looking at you, Yamcha.
Should have added some of those goddamn rails to
Oh,
the final
poor Cell.
boss fight, because it is impossible to land on those things. Ahem. After getting trashed again, Eggman reprogrammed Metal to purge any bits of rebelliousness from his code.
Metal returned to being the Eggman Army's chief enforcer, always proving invaluable as the Bad Doctor's greatest creation, now completely obedient
Oh,
once
poor
again.
Cell.
I don't know, Wiz.
Pretty
Who
good
knows
one-to-one,
what's
no?
really going on behind those glowing
Cell has
red
Kermit,
eyes?
you're right.
Maybe Metal is more cunning than he lets on, and is only biding his time until he can take over again.
Maybe the most powerful thing that Metal copied was the ability to lie.
Oh. Oh. Wait. Oh no, Cell, no, Metal Sonic doesn't have any of those things anymore. Oh, woe is me, Cell wins. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's at their peak. Mr. Who, thank you for the follow and welcome in. Oh, hello to you too. I know, not true. Kermit the Frog is Cell's friend. You're so right. Kermit the Frog can come and help Cell beat Metal Sonic. I trust. Listen, if this death battle ends and Kermit the Frog didn't come and save Cell, then this was a failure. They didn't do their research properly. We all know that Cell has the power of friendship with Kermit the Frog. Oh, 7 Cell.
Hey, I'm Chad, the voice of Boomstick. And
Okay.
if you don't believe me,
Oh,
But what
7
about
Cell.
now? That's what I thought.
look, the matchup is about to begin, and we can't wait for you to see it. But first, I want to tell you
I
about
feel
a
like
brand new
Cell's
thing
had
coming
less
to the Death
development
Battle
is the
store,
problem.
and it's something
Cell
you guys
hasn't
have
been around
been
as long
asking
as
for.
Cell Sonic.
Matchup pitches. It's a way to meet with me and Ben, the creators of Death Battle, and pitch us a matchup that you've
I
been
feel like
wanting
if
to
Cell
see.
had kept going,
Any
it probably
matchup,
would be more
any
fun.
way you like. We'd love to
Like,
hear.
okay, sorry, so just if Cell had been redeemed and not killed at the end of his arc, like, you know, Piccolo, Vegeta, freaking Yamcha, Krillin, I don't know, technically Krillin, like, you could maybe say Cell could have been at a point where Metal Sonic couldn't done this, because, like, for all we know, that Cell would have figured out Ultra Instinct, right? There's a chance. Oh, Frieza too. Frieza was not redeemed. No, they never redeemed Frieza. But like, I mean, Frieza did come back, but if Cell had came back, like, maybe there sort of been more fair, but, like, I feel like the main difference here is that Metal Sonic has more character development, has been around for more. Cell Z Fighter, jeez. But, like, if Cell had the same development as Metal Sonic, it may have been a more fair fight. Or if we were sticking to this, like, giving, like, them the same number of, like, appearances or episodes or, like, time or whatever you want to call it to develop them, then maybe Cell would win. I don't know. There's anything. Backup pitches cost $100. Jeez.
From you. This is originally a Kickstarter reward, but due to popular demand, we wanted to keep it going. A lot of episodes of Death Battle that are currently being worked on are because of a pitch. So
awesome.
We want to give each pitch the time it needs, so quantity is limited, so you better act quick. Death Battle pitches are available right now on deathbattle.gg.
That's awesome,
our website
Ace.
that's like a Patreon mixed with some other stuff. And if you're a website member,
I kind of want to play the one with
on all
Super
of our
Mega
merch,
Ultra,
including
Super
the pitch calls.
Duper,
While you're there, make sure you check out the Death Battle Retro Tee. It's a shirt we made like over a decade ago.
I want to play
the first
that
Death Battle shirt. I found the file.
Geats and Death Battle. I'm still hoping. I think they're
only on a
making
much
that.
nicer shirt. So check that out while you're there. Anyway,
Super
let's get to the
Ultra
fight. I know you
Metal
want to see it.
Sonic. I
Boomstick
want
wants
that.
to see one of these copycats get capped. So here we go.
Okay.
And remember,
This looks so
deathbattle.gg. We want to hear your pitches.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cell to Cancer?
All right, the combatants are set.
No,
and we've
maybe.
run the data
Kinda.
through all
I don't know.
possibilities.
It's time for
Cell is cancer if cancer exists out of your body and then eats you. Instead of, like, being inside you and Cell is kind of reverse cancer. I don't know. In my opinion, if Cell came back, he would still be, like, a little weak. I know, but, like, if he'd... I don't know. I think he could have trained. I think that there's nothing stopping Cell from training to get stronger. These two, it's just them in the background, almost death battle, get stronger until the end of time. Yeah.
Death Battle!
Death battle time. I won't pause during this one. I won't pause anymore, I'm sorry. Let's do this thing. Poor Cell. Yeah, no, I mean, the rest of the egg match is screwed.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter, or face...
Oh wait, is this the same one, the same model that they're using in Payful?
Before your master.
Is this the same one that TFS is using in Payful? Oh! Selfie remix. Oh. Jeez! Whoa. Yes! Go Cell! I know you're gonna lose, but I'm cheering for you anyways, because you're the GOAT. Okay, I like Cell more. Yes! Special beam cannon! Makin Kosapo! Oh, go for it. Yes! Oh. Okay!
Does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Team 4-star reference?
Not anymore.
Wait, why are they... That is a Team 4-star reference. Okay! This is a good sign for Cell, because this happened way too quickly. I think Cell actually might have a chance. Yes, Cell can duplicate, yes. Oh, yeah, the Death Egg. Oh! Okay! Okay! You go, Cell. Spirit Bomb his ass. Can Skull use the Spirit Bomb?
Fool, you're dealing with the ultimate life form. I already possess his data. Observe. Chaos! Done.
Cell?
Life form data successfully copied.
Uh-oh. Scum! Come on, Cell. Uh-oh. Well, he didn't need that anyways.
It'll take more than that to kill me, puppet!
Yeah, Gro's back. Oh, he's fucked.
I know. Now I know everything about you.
Oh, he went Super Saiyan. Oh, fuck! Oh, frick berries. Cell, no, baby! Oh, that's not good. Cell Juniors, go! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Metal Sonic Juniors. What? Yeah, this is a... Cell? Tri-beam cannon! No!
Don't
Wait.
you dare.
Wait. No! Dude, this is so much Team 4-star references. What the heck? Oh, that's the right way to... Ah! Oh, these squares make a circle. They're making so many Team 4-star references. It's amazing. Okay, that's me! That's so cool!
I am not just the greatest warrior in the universe. I am all of them!
Sal! Whoa! Wait, did he overpower him?
If you are all of them,
Okay.
then so am I.
That's okay, that's not a fatal wound for him.
Lose to a machine like...
Okay, Chaos controls the problem. Chaos controls the problem. Sal! You can live that! You've lived that. Okay, yes! No! No! Baby, no! Come on, Sal. Baby, no.
So,
Baby, no!
Now Metal's got all the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and the Z Fighters?
Yeah, no, that's not
that
good.
world's fucked.
Yeah.
Our bad.
Cell may have been one of the greatest
no one
threats
go to
in
that
Dragon Ball
planet
Z,
anymore.
but Eggman's greatest creation ultimately proved too much for him. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
Yeah, no, this is
Strength,
fair.
speed, abilities, and adaptation.
First up,
They're doing so many Team 4-star references. Like, freaking especially doing, like, I don't know, like, I feel like the Tri-Beam Cannon becomes more a thing for Team 4-star Cell. And then, they were doing so much Team 4-star references. It's insane. No, yeah, time stopping was a big deciding factor. Like, if Cell was as strong, like, if Cell had continued getting stronger into Dragon Ball Super kind of era, then it is arguable that he could have broken through time stop the same way Goku did. So, at that point, but I don't think, but 100%, this makes sense. Majin Buu would have defeated that machine, though, technically, because, I mean, Majin Buu's weird. No, because then, no, Metal Sonic would have just copied Majin Buu's regeneration. Cell can copy machines since Metal Sonic can copy living No, Cell can't copy machines. Technically, so Cell is a copy because of how he's created, not because of who he is now. He can't copy new people. He can't copy new machines. He can't copy machines at all. Chaos Control Metal Biodata copying just makes this a done deal. Yeah, I know. The Chaos Control made it even stronger, but like, even without that, I think he wins, which is the problem. As someone who hasn't watched and played these, I have no idea who the like is. This.
who was the strongest? Well, it's no
was also
surprise
copied, though,
that
yeah.
any version of Cell was gonna be way more powerful than base Metal or Neo.
Yeah.
Even just using the manga, blowing up a solar system is far beyond the level of power output Metal can match.
Without his stronger forms. With them, the power gap entirely reversed. Not only could Metal match Cell's solar system busting or scaling from Frieza, but he could surpass it with the universe
Cell
destroying.
didn't copy the androids, he absorbed them. And like, he has to eat them fully to do that. Like, he didn't just see Android 18 and 17. He had to, like, put them up his butt. Also, the androids were cyborgs. I know. They were cyborgs. It's a translation error. We have to deal with it. Android 17 and 16 are actually cyborg 17. No, sorry. Androids 17 and 18 are actually cyborg at 17 and 16. So there actually is some biological things there. Also, the main thing that he was wanting from them was their infinite power source, and those are the only 2 that he really was able to copy. So he never went after like 16 or something to like absorb him for some reason. He only wanted 17 and 18 because he wanted their infinite energy sources, which would allow him to get to his full potential. So it was more like he could do that, and then he's also very good at eating people, so he can absorb biomass and specific electronical components, but not like every machine. And what is it, VV? I'm the ultimate life form. I already possessed that data. It was so good. That was so good too. Majin Buu can absorb anyone, even Metal Sonic. Technically, yes, but there's questions there. He did try to absorb a 16 normal, but he couldn't because Android's full Android. Yeah, he can't. His normal like stick and suck. Not proud of that one. Is only for biological stuff. 16 is an android. Android 16 is an android. Android 17 and 18 are cyborgs. Dr. Gero is Android 21 he's a human brain in an android body. You decided what that makes him. And then Android 19 is fully mechanical. I think 13, 14, and 15 are all fully mechanical too. He can't absorb androids. And you don't get any more metal than Metal Sonic. No problem. I'm proud of that one. Okay. He's classic stick and suck.
power of the emerald.
Death Metal unlocking.
Hang on, Wiz. Those Namekians said that Cell was strong enough to threaten a universe on his own.
They did, but they didn't
Nerfing
specify
the
how, and there's nothing suggesting
That's
he
funny,
could
Ace.
destroy it in one go. Especially since
Eris
it's
has
only
been
brought
made.
up theoretically and without any time frame.
Even being generous and assuming he could just blow it up, final bosses like Time Eater and Solaris can destroy the wider multiverse.
Yeah.
And Super Neo Metal would scale to them. Metal Sonic takes the edge
I
in
love that
strength.
name.
And with Sonic characters being known for their speed, you might think that was an easy win for Metal.
At his max speed in his super form, he should be comparable to entities like the Time Eater, who in Shadow Generations can destroy entire universes
perfect.
in seconds. By using the radius of the observable universe, we can estimate the Time Eater's destructive wave
Hi,
traveling about
brats.
180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Certainly impressive, but let's compare that to Goku's flight from heaven to hell shortly after the Cell games,
Okay.
which covered roughly a universe in distance at approximately 180 quadrillion times faster than light.
Hey, just like Time Eater. The difference, though, was that Goku was in his base form, way slower than Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Super Perfect Cell.
Factoring in Super
Arguable.
Saiyan multipliers, Super Perfect Cell can move upwards of
Arguable.
100 times
Okay,
faster than...
okay, but you're using. Okay, sorry. Now I'm frustrated. Okay, you can't pull up Goku facts. I know. Okay, also, he was dead, so he can push his body much further than he normally could. His heavenly body was like. That's why he was able to train Super Saiyan 3 in the afterlife, because like, you don't need to die. You can't die again. So So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that scaling's quite right. I'm saying that Metal Sonic might be faster than Cell. I'm just saying. Instant transmission. Cell doesn't have. Well, no, Cell does. Wait, Cell does have instant transmission. As long as we're going with perfect or Cell. Can't state nowhere is transparency around. I think Jiro made 16 unabsorbed because no. There was nothing to absorb, Patch. Because like there was no biological information. Like 16 was fully mechanical. There was nothing to dissolve and eat. Like the only times that he was able to do that stick and suck was when it was like a fully organic human. For 17 and 18, he had to fully like open up. He had to be gaping, and then he had to put them in his gaping butthole. That's technically not wrong, okay? Also, they're really pushing to give Cell something. That's the only way he can absorb the mechanical things, and all we know is that he was designed to absorb 17 and 18, but we don't know anything more about that. I love and hate stick and suck, I know. How is a Cell could outdo that easily? No, Metal Sonic wasn't defeated, no. Technically not wrong. The best kind of not wrong.
And so 100 times faster than Metal Sonic. Somehow, Cell takes the edge in speed. The thing Metal
not a
was
cyborg,
designed
exactly,
for.
Realm.
Wasn't expecting that. Let's see if any of their abilities could tip the scales.
They shared many of the same powers, like telekinesis, force fields,
Exactly.
and energy projectiles.
No, I'm saying
Those-
Metal Sonic should win more. I'm saying that they're overestimating how fast Cell is. I'm saying that Cell isn't that fast. For a couple of reasons here. I'm just saying. Also, Goku do the Super Saiyan Kaioken. Well, Super Saiyan Well is you dead. Yeah, no, because dead Goku, you can't use that as a meter stick. Dead Goku in the afterlife, you can't use that as a meter stick. Like, dead Goku on Earth, that becomes a different question. But if Goku has a halo over his head, this is a completely different conversation. We're having to figure out how durable and weird his undying body is. It's weird. Only other biological android is 21. Yeah, no, 21 has biological too. 5 cent, thank you for the follow. Well, I mean, Jiro has a human brain. What do we call that? Is that a cyborg or a android? I mean, he's basically a NIKKE. Fuck, Dr. Jiro's a NIKKE. I don't like that. I'm gonna erase that from my mind. I don't want to remember that Dr. Rose basically a NIKKE.
Cell's regeneration was clearly superior, able to fully heal
Cyborg.
from a
Okay,
single
he's a
cluster
cyborg.
of microscopic cells.
On top of that, Cell's Saiyan genes would let him grow in
I
power
think 8
every
might have also
time he
been
almost
some
died.
biological
And his
too.
Cell
I can't
Juniors
remember.
gave him the numbers advantage.
And considering Super Neo Metal had a time limit, Cell would have a big advantage in a battle of attrition.
But with chaos control, that
Yeah.
became a lot tougher.
Cell and his juniors had no way to deal with Metal boosting his speed or stopping
No,
time.
no.
Something that
Castrol,
countered...
cyborg doesn't mean you're meaning android is male, gynoid is female. Sorry, I'm just double checking. A cyborg means biological and robotic parts together. Gynoid and androids are just fully electronics. So technically, it is cyborg 17 and 18. They're not. They're both so cyborg still. Neither of them are gynoid, but. No, there's no gynoids. They never. Actually, Giro never made a gynoid. He made androids and cyborgs only. Actually, I'm just realizing. He only made androids and cyborgs. Shift up, or you know what the next collab character is. No, I don't want to see. I don't want to see Dr. Giro's ass cheeks jiggling. I don't want to see that.
Cell's speed advantage and left him open. And with Silver psychokinesis or the Emerald spatial distortion,
they also
Metal
I know
could
seriously
seriously impair Cell's healing.
So it helped that Cell could fall back on his martial arts abilities in a pinch.
Despite effectively being a newborn, Cell's genetic instincts
four,
allow him
actually.
to best Earth's most skilled warriors back to back to back.
He's
Metal
4,
may have
not
copied
newborn.
Eggman's
Come on,
brains,
bro.
But he definitely isn't as good of a fighter. The Sonic heroes haven't trained like the Z fighters, and Metal's been beaten by all of them a bunch of times. So
That
all
is how it
in
works.
mind,
Enter,
abilities
enter.
is roughly a wash.
Which leaves us with the one thing they're both known for, their capability to evolve and become more powerful in response to their opponents, aka their adaptation.
And frankly, that's where this back and forth completely breaks.
I do feel like there's a chance Cell might have been able to keep up if he had been able to regenerate. A slight chance. I don't think he would have won in the end, but I think it would have been a much harder fought battle, and I think that Metal Sonic would have been struggling to beat a powered up Cell the second time. I don't think it would have worked out, but I would have loved to see that fight. I think that there's a slight chance that perfecter, super perfecter Cell could have been a little more. What's the problem? Because Final couldn't copy that too. I don't understand how his I'm assuming his copy just copies everything, including like Cell's strength. And okay, well the thing is, the question is, if he powers up, is he able to keep him from actually even activating Chaos Control? Like, is he able to beat that? He copies everything, but the thing is. So this is my thought. I don't think so. I'm still saying that Metal Sonic wins, but my thought is, what if he doesn't have a chance to even activate Chaos Control because of the speed increase? If we're going with death battles, like saying that they're about the same speed, if Cell doubles in speed, minimum, I can't remember Zenkai's double or triple or something like that. If Cell is that fast, there's a chance Metal Sonic couldn't activate Chaos Control to scan him and get blitzkrieged. I think that there would be a chance at a certain point for Metal Sonic to catch up and win, but I do think that it would take a while for Metal Sonic to get back on the upper hand. All it takes is Metal missing a single cell when he splatters cells across the landscape. I know! The fact that he was able to find it is so sad, but yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
double per
Metal
Zenkai?
can
Okay, so yeah,
copy
double.
Cell, but Cell can't absorb Metal.
Cell's ability to physically absorb an opponent is primarily viable against foes he can match or overpower.
Even if he took Metal by surprise,
Something important, what am I
he
forgetting,
can't absorb fully inorganic
Speed
robots
scales
like
to
Android
Sonic?
16.
Cell was only able to absorb Android 17 and 18 because they were primarily organic.
They're actually more like cyborgs and are only called
They are
androids in the
cyborgs.
English translation.
Metal,
Yes, they
on
are.
the other hand,
They're
can
not
copy
more
a
like they
target's
are.
biodata through only a few seconds of direct eyesight, something he could easily accomplish during a time stop.
And using it on Cell means he wouldn't just get Cell's powers, but the powers of all of the Z Warriors too.
Remember, Metal's
Well, not all
copying
of them,
applies
but-
to abilities that fundamentally affect his own biology, like Espio's invincibility or Chaos's liquid body. Nothing Cell has would be off limits,
Cell has
especially
Mika's
given all of
hubris.
Cell's
Yeah,
powers
so
were
true, right,
genetically encoded in the first place. Quite literally biodata.
Cell's Saiyan power-ups? Copied. Cell's regeneration? Copied. Cell's key
Yeah.
techniques? Believe it or not, copied.
Copied.
Chaos Emeralds are described as being able to produce life energy, similar to Ki. So there's a precedent for him being able to replicate Cell's power set. And at this point, there's nothing stopping Metal from, say, stopping time and using a Kamehameha to vaporize him at a cellular level.
I did like
just
seeing Metal
Gohan
doing
did.
it.
Cell
Kamehameha,
might
that
be
was
able to do
cool.
anything the Z-Fighters know how to do, but that's not gonna help him, because Metal can do anything Cell knows how to do. Strange, isn't it?
Cell just doesn't have any options to retaliate that Metal wouldn't also possess, including any of his previous
Technically,
advantages.
yes, GLH.
Metal's copy ability is
Cell
just
could
that
absorb Mika's.
overpowered.
Oh, I guess now I get why they called it Sonic CD.
Strange,
Why's
isn't it?
that?
Cell died.
Who comes next?
You
Who
get
comes
it?
next? Who comes
CD?
next?
Wiz,
Please.
where you go? Come on
Oh.
back.
Okay,
Next
who's next?
time on Death Battle.
Who's next? Who is next? Oh! Oh, Bakugo versus the Bomb Devil! Oh my goodness! Bakugo versus Bomb Devil, let's go! I love both those shows! I love both those
and join
shows!
as a member to
Yes,
see
Bakugo
more
versus
Death
Rize.
Battle. Thanks
Rize
for
versus
watching.
Bakugo. Oh, that's gonna be good. I love both those shows. If you're watching this on YouTube, head on over to twitch.tv/LuminusRed and drop a follow. Come hang out. Until next time, my lovely stars. Bye!